Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, wow, today's video is going to be a sweet shop candle haul. Definitely something I never thought I would be saying on this channel, like, ever, but Bath & Body Works totally surprised everyone and decided to re-release the Spring Street Sweet Shop collection for the Winter 2017 semi-annual sale. So, the whole deal with this collection is, I'll give you a little history lesson on it. It was originally released in spring of 2014, so it kind of started testing around the holiday time frame of 2013. And there were, like, 12 scents, I'm pretty sure, yeah, 12. And, a lot of them didn't pass test. I forget how many of them out of 12 passed test, but, yeah. So, what they did, this semi-annual sale for the re-release is they released 8 out of the 12 scents, so 4 are not coming back, but I think 3 of them are repackages. So I'll just go ahead and list now the scents that are not coming back for just reference and stuff. So it is Watermelon Lemonade, Pink Lemonade Pound Cake, which is, or was a failed test scent, so we're not unfortunately seeing that one again. And then it's Cinnamon Sugar Donut and Red Velvet Cupcake. Is that 4? So, Watermelon Lemonade, Pink Lemonade Pound Cake, Red Velvet Cupcake, and Cinnamon Sugar Donut, yeah. So that's 4 out of the 12 that we are not seeing back, but I have 8 scents to talk about today with you guys. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get right into the video. So, the first scent that I went for when I walked into the store, because I knew I would love it, is the Lavender Marshmallow. So that is what the labels look like. Oh my gosh, like this scent, or this whole collection rather, is just known for its absolutely gorgeous labels. So it has kind of like a gingham border around it with just a huge graphic. That was basically Bath & Body Works' whole design kind of direction back in 2014, and that kind of time frame was mainly based on graphics, which I adore. Picture or graphic labels are my absolute favorite. And there's like a nice font there. Like, look at all the detail with that. So, one thing, and there's that nice like border around it. One thing I noticed with these candles is that the labels aren't like technically embossed. Like, I'll just bring up for reference this candle that I'm going to talk about as a comparison further on in the video. Like with this, these letters are extremely raised. Like, you can feel the texture of the letters, and like some of the graphic is a little bit like raised. It's called embossment. That isn't extremely evident in these candles, so that's kind of how you can tell that they're a little bit older of a design, but literally, like, it's not a problem at all. The labels have a nice, like, kind of matte texture, and there's just a little bit of like a glossy look over the letters. You can kind of see that there, maybe. But yeah, so we also got silver, like, what's it called? Like, just the regular Bath & Body Works lid on these, like that right there. What the thing is that these came with like the kind of galvanized design lids with the original collection. They had like a sticker on it, and it was kind of like a whole theme. So we didn't get that, those lids, but that's really the only difference from the original collection. And another awesome thing is that we got the regular, like, paragraph style bottom stickers, which is fabulous. I love reading these, like, little descriptions. So the one on Lavender Marshmallow says, "The merging of 2 unexpected flavors, lavender and marshmallow, make this mouth-watering blend a special treat." So, let me just show you the pour date on here. So, if you look right here, that number starts in a 7, which it means it was poured in 2017. So I just had to verify that. These are definitely newly poured candles. And here's the wicks on that. They're the really long, like, dark-centered wicks. Oh, I love this scent, you guys. Oh my gosh. Wow, it's so good. So, if you hadn't heard, this has been mentioned quite a few times before, but Lavender Marshmallow is a repackage, or rather, Paris Lavender Macaron is a repackage of Lavender Marshmallow. The 2 scents are the exact same that Paris was in Destinations 2016 for that spring. and they're the exact same scent. I actually had 2 of the Paris candles, one that I burned, and honestly, it burned really bad. I'm kind of seeing some bad reviews of the burn on Lavender Marshmallow. Like, it kind of turns a murky color and stuff, which is exactly what the Lavender Macaron candle did. But I had one that was unburned, and I actually traded it with someone, which I totally regretted. Like, not a good choice on my part, but, I have it again, so it's no biggie, and the label is cuter. So, I actually grabbed 2 of these because I just could not, only have one of these. So, yes, Lavender Marshmallow, you get the really, really delicate kind of soft floral lavender scent, and if you don't know, like in fragrance, lavender is kind of notoriously like astringent or very harsh or like kind of like a cleaner kind of scent, but in this one they've captured kind of like a lavender blossom more so, like you get the kind of soft floral aspect to it, and there's also like a vanilla kind of bakery scent in here. You know, someone might say like, okay, well if it's a lavender and vanilla mix up, why isn't it just a repackage of lavender vanilla? Well, it's very far from lavender vanilla. The lavender in here is like super subdued, very much like softened, and not even close to like the regular lavender vanilla scent. And also the bakery note in here is definitely bakery. It's not just like plain vanilla like it would be in lavender vanilla. The bakery note is kind of like a cake batter or something like that, or like a little baked cookie. So yeah, I think Lavender Macaron was also a good name for this scent, but Lavender Marshmallow, just as good. So that was the only scent I grabbed 2 of. Everything else I just have 1 of. Let me go ahead and talk about the like release dates and all that jazz with these scents. So these candles were originally set to release on the first day of the semi-annual sale, December 26th. So that was what was the original kind of rumor going around with these candles, so everyone was like, okay, I'll wait until semi-annual sale. But what ended up happening is some stores got like an email in or like orders from corporate to kind of, you know, they could set these candles out if they have room for them. So like a lot of people were holiday shopping this past weekend, so they were kind of running out of scents, so decided to like push those out if they have room for them. So that is how I got a hold of these actually. I know a lot of stores do not have them out, but there is good news if your stores or like areas around you don't have them out. That means that they're probably waiting until the semi-annual sale to put them out, which means you will probably get them at a $10 or 50% off price point, which is another thing I wanted to mention. The sticker price on these right there is $22.50, which is fabulous for 50 or whatever, yeah, 50% off deals they go on. That makes these $11.25 before coupon. So, yeah, I think semi-annual sale pricing should be $10, $11, $12 maybe, or 50% off, somewhere in that general price vicinity. So that is what I wanted to mention. Like, if your stores do not have them out, like, there's really no need to like get upset or like worried about getting these or anything. Like, if they're really, like, they're definitely going to get them in, but if they're holding them, it's not like they're going to sell out, you know what I mean? So just wanted to put in my little tidbit on that. And let's move on to the next scent. So that is Frosted Cupcake right there. Oh my gosh, guys, I love this label. Like, this might be one of my fave labels. So it has like a cupcake with a little rose on top of it. Oh my gosh, literally just gorgeous. And here's the bottom label on that, if you want to pause it and read it or look at the date, or the date code, no, what's it called, the batch code. So Frosted Cupcake says, a true sweet tooth delight, fresh vanilla bean, sugar, cake batter, and rich buttercream frosting, mix it up and create an irresistible scent. So Frosted Cupcake has been repackaged a million times. It actually hasn't came out since like last Christmas or something, around that time frame. I actually traded in my old Frosted Cupcake in that like glittery label or whatever, because I was like, I'm not freaking gonna, like, this is not a scent that I like adore or anything, but like I like to have one of it, so I was like, let me just switch out. my old Frosted Cupcake for this gorgeous label one. So this one, it just smells like, kind of, it's like not kind of super intense like most vanilla scents are. Like, there's definitely like a mellow aspect to it, if you know what I mean. Like, I know people on Instagram have been saying it's like super intense, sugary, vanilla, but I don't know. I've always thought this one is different. This kind of reminds me of just plain cake batter. You know, like before you add frosting or any sort of toppings to the cupcakes or whatever you're making, you know, like cake batter has a little bit of a, just a, not a salty aspect, but just, it's just not super sweet, which is what I really, really like about Frosted Cupcake. It captures the true vanilla plain cake scent without being like intensely, like sickeningly sweet, kind of like a caramel scent would be, or like, I don't know. I really am not sure what I'm trying to say, but Frosted Cupcake isn't like overly sweet. So, yes, and then the next scent that I will talk about is, right here, Lemon Drops. Oh my gosh, and just another fabulous label. There is not a label in this collection that I don't like. Like, I love the way the pastel yellow kind of goes with the blue polka dot background on here and the jar of lemon drops. Oh my gosh. It's just gorgeous. So, the bottom label right there reads, that magnificent mouth-puckering mixture of sweet and tart is captured in this blend of fresh lemon zest, sugar crystals, and a hint of vanilla. So, with this scent, everyone has been like, okay, is it limoncello? Is it, sugared lemon zest, which I actually have to compare with you guys. And, you know, just countless lemon scents Bath & Body Works has came out with. There's only so many different ways to do a lemon scent, though, unfortunately. So, I have sugared lemon zest right here. I, unfortunately, do not have limoncello. But, yeah, so I'm going to do a little side-by-side comparison with these. I actually haven't done it yet because I just got these candles yesterday and got home kind of late. So, sugared lemon zest, it says bright lemon zest, Sorrento lemons, and cane sugar. Okay, now let's smell the lemon drops. Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit different, honestly. I can't speak for the limoncello candle. I mean, I've smelled it before, but I don't have one to, like, sit here and side-by-side all three of them, but I can tell you that these are definitely similar, like, super similar, but the lemon drops is just a little bit different. Like, if I had to pick out, like, differences, this one kind of has, like, a freshness to it, like, almost a, like, a sweeter aspect to it, like, have you all ever ate, like, lemon head candies? Like, if you get to the middle, like, the very end of them, they're kind of sweeter. This one is definitely much sweeter. And this one is way more, like, tart, like, like, zesty, super zesty lemons. Yeah, this has, like, almost no sweetness to it, but this one is much more candied and kind of sweetened. Yeah, definitely. So, that is how this differs from sugared lemon zest. Can't speak for limoncello, unfortunately. And then, the next scent that I grabbed is another one that I traded in for an uglier label, honestly. So, pink bubblegum right there. I traded in my Girl Gang Quotable, which was that scent's original release this year. It came in that Quotable Girl Gang label. Everyone, like, went crazy on it because it was out for $8.95 Candle Day. But I was like, I don't like that label at all. I have, like, no emotional attachment to it like I do with most of my candles. But, yeah, so they released this label in it, which is way more gorgeous, obviously. And this is its original iteration. So, the description on it reads, a fragrance you can really sink your teeth into, with notes of pink sugarcane, juicy watermelon, and a hint of vanilla. So, everyone knows this scent by this point. Well, maybe that's a little bit too broad, but, like, if you've ever smelled that just plain classic pink bubblegum scent, you know what this smells like. It's a little bit of, like, a fruity kind of cotton candy-esque scent, but there's almost like a cooling, like, powdery, like, freshness to it, if that makes sense. I don't know, bubblegum is honestly a super, super hard scent to explain. Like, yeah, like a fruity kind of watermelon, sure. Definitely with like a hint of like that like spun sugar, cotton candy scent. Vanilla, maybe. There's just a powderiness to this, which I really like. It kind of, like if you know, like a piece of gum, kind of has that like powdered, like, edge to it. I don't know. I feel like they really captured this scent super well. So that is pink bubblegum right there. And then, this is a totally new scent, definitely like nothing I've ever smelled before. And that is honey cinnamon crumb cake. So right there. Gorgeous label again on here. And this one reads, today's special, an irresistible baked treat made with fresh soft cake, local honey, and hint of cinnamon. So this is the scent that I was most like on the fence about. Like I was like, okay, this isn't my fave, but it's not bad at all. Like none of these scents in this collection are bad by any means. Wow, such like literally like a scent I've never ever smelled in my life before. Okay, so describing this, it has a little bit of like a, there's definitely a base of the cinnamon sugar donut slash cinnamon spice vanilla in this candle, but it is nowhere as strong or prominent as it is in cinnamon sugar donut. Like, it's literally 30 to 35% maybe of this blend, and the rest of it is like a, I feel like honey is like a perfect description for this candle. Like, I was smelling it when we were stopped on the way home, and I kept just thinking, I was like, why does this smell floral to me? I just kept getting like, just kind of like a white, kind of generic floral in here, and then it hit me. I was like, okay, sometimes honey kind of comes off like floral, or like, you know, just lightly floral. So, I was like, okay, yeah, that makes total sense. Like, I'm getting the honey in here, which is kind of seeming floral to me. Yeah. So, I was talking to one of my Instagram friends, and I just mentioned that this one is kind of like Pink Petal Tea Cake's like very distant, kind of like cousin, or, I mean, like, it's not similar at all. But it does carry the light floral, bakery combo, so, yeah. Just super unique. Kind of you get the like honey nectar, kind of very drippy honey scent from it. And it's not so much the straight up honey like in the Sweet Honey Bee candle. Like that was just pure like honey from a jar. Like it was a little bit too intense for my taste at least. And it doesn't share too much with the honey and tangerine candle, maybe a little bit. But this one just smells like a very sweetened honey kind of bakery treat scent. So that is honey cinnamon crumb cake. I really kind of appreciate this scent for its uniqueness. Like it takes the name very literally, which I enjoy. It's kind of hard to find candles like that anymore. But yeah, honey cinnamon crumb cake, great scent. I really like that one. And then next up we have pineapple cream puff, which is another failed test scent that they're releasing wide. Gorgeous label on there. Again, I love the like powdered sugar detail on the top of that and the like striped background. Just the freaking graphic design on here is just perfect. And the description on this reads, delicate puff pastry and rich cream meet tropical pineapple in a fragrance inspired by a classic handmade confection. So, this scent, really, really nice, honestly. So, a bunch of people have mentioned this as well, but, it definitely is not something, like, super groundbreaking or new, because it carries over the very familiar base kind of pineapple scent we get from Bath & Body Works. So, a candle I have here to compare with that kind of base pineapple note is Pineapple Palm Grass, here from, in that Rib Jar collection from this past summer. So, this one says, lush palm leaves, fresh sliced pineapple, and citrus mist. So, like, I definitely feel like this one has that same pineapple note. A few candles that kind of have the same note is, what was it? Golden pineapple luau, definitely. That sea salt pineapple from this past spring. That was a White Barn exclusive, I'm pretty sure. But, yes, definitely has that same base pineapple scent. But what is added into this one, which makes it, like, delicious, is kind of that base vanilla bean. Actually, kind of like frosted cupcake a little bit, but probably more so just that plain vanilla bean macaron, vanilla bean marshmallow scent, or whatever. Was added in here just to make it a little bit more creamy and smooth. And yeah, it's super nice because you kind of get that like tropical, almost spiced pineapple scent. I don't know. Pineapple has always came across to me as a little bit spicy or kind of, I don't know, just has a different scent to it. And you get that like super, it's not very intense. Like most of this blend is honestly pineapple. I want to say like 65 to 70% pineapple is in here, and just that vanilla scent is kind of on the lighter side. But yeah, just comes across as a very smooth, creamy pineapple scent, and wow, it's just a great scent, and I definitely plan on picking up more of these. My plan is to go to a store that hasn't released these candles and isn't going to until the semi-annual sale, so I have like full selection of these, and I can get backups of the scents that I enjoy the most. And we'll definitely be getting another pineapple cream puff. And then moving right along, we have strawberry sorbet. So, there we go. That's what the packaging looks like. Bright pink wax, gorgeous label, as always with this collection. So the description on this one reads, a cool new treat to delight your senses. Sorbet made from the sweetest sun-ripened strawberries, spun sugar, and a touch of vanilla. So, this one, wow, I really like this one. I'm sorry, like, this video is gonna be, like, overly positive. Like, it's not like I need to be negative or anything, but, I just love all of these scents. Like, there's nothing really bad I could say. So, yeah. Everyone's been, like, kind of dissing this scent, honestly, as, like, a fake, artificial, plasticky scent, but, I don't really get that. Like, honestly, it smells super authentic to me, just like a strawberry vanilla scent, honestly, like, just the very, like, kind of, fresh-picked strawberry scent. Like, it smells like, just brings me back to my childhood when we would, like, pick strawberries from, like, the wild kind of plants and, like, cut them and wash them. I don't know, it just has that, like, cooling effect to it. And, just mixed with, like, a vanilla. It kind of reminds me of, like, a strawberry parfait or something, like, you know, those things you get from McDonald's. Those are really good. Now I'm, like, craving one of those, honestly. But yeah. So, what this scent is very similar to is the Happy Easter candle, Cotton Candy Marshmallow. This one says, or I'll just shorten it, it says raspberries, cotton candy, and fresh sugar cream. So, I mean, there is, like, light differences in here, but, like, for the most part, they're the same. This one might be a little bit more, like, creamy or vanilla-y. So, yeah, just a strawberry vanilla scent. Like, such, a straightforward scent. There's not much, like, else mixed in there. And, yeah, really love that scent. And last of all, I have a super exciting one, and it is Raspberry Peach Macaron. Not to be confused with macaroon. There is only one O in macaron. So, just had to be politically correct there. The little description on here reads, the ultimate French cookie is celebrated in a unique blend of ripe raspberries, juicy peach, and almond cream. So, yes, I was smelling the scent in store, and I was like, okay, this reminds me so much of a candle. Like, it almost smells like a repackage of something I've smelled before, definitely. And it finally hit me. That scent is Strawberry Cupcake. Wow. I'm kind of nervous about saying this because I feel like I've heard someone say it before, but, like, I talked to someone yesterday, and they did not agree with me at all. But this one smells extremely similar to Strawberry Cupcake, at least to me. Strawberry Cupcake says, I'll just shorten it. It says buttercream frosting, strawberries, and Madagascar vanilla cupcake. So, let me do a little side-by-side. Okay, they're different, but very much so the same base, at least in my opinion. So, you definitely get that kind of generic berry kind of soft, kind of just fruity, upbeat berry scent in here. And there's also, with Raspberry Peach Macaron, there's like a, kind of a, I guess almond is a good word for it. It's just a little bit like a creamy, kind of vanilla almost softness to it, which I really like this scent a lot. And yeah, so, I don't know, comment down below if you ever have gotten like a similarity between Strawberry Cupcake and Raspberry Peach Macaron. Like, I don't know, that's been like in my head since I got this candle. Like, there's kind of like a, ew, what is that? Whoa, this like is so gross. I cut my candle this way. Like, this is what you get for buying candles online. Like, but yeah, Strawberry Cupcake and Raspberry Peach Macaron, very similar. And yes, that is my entire Sweet Shop candle haul. There will be a lot more to, well, I mean, not any new scents, but I'm definitely going to be getting some backups of these scents that I enjoyed the most. And yeah, I'm just like so excited and happy that they brought this back, this whole collection. And yeah, Bath & Body Works, if anyone is watching, thank you all so much for choosing to bring this collection back. Definitely has made so many people in the community happy. And yes, thank you all so much for watching. Bye.